Today is the day. We are going to make Christmas stolen, and you are going to come with me because that's the only way that I will actually do it. But before we do that, I want to feed these cats. And I need to get the blower. Again, at about 1 centimeter a day, which would add up, except it's melting a lot frequently.
Okay. If I keep eating all these sausages, am I gonna like die from high cholesterol?
I think you'll die from lung disease before you'll die from high cholesterol. All right, kitties, I want to clean this off, but if I clean it off, then you're all going to run away. But I still want to clean it off. So, okay, you've got to move. It's cold on their little feet, you know. Okay, enough of that. I made a basket. Who wants a basket for Christmas? Who, I wonder. Who. All right, so we're going to make Christmas stolen. And I have the recipe here. So the first thing we're going to need to do. Oh, thanks for the coriander, Willem. Thanks for the coriander. Okay, so I have a different Joy of Cooking cookbook, and it's not on the same page. It's not on. Look who's there. It's a Viking. He's just stopped by because it snowed. I have a lot of fun with my boys home. Okay, ST for stolen. STO. Oh, there it is, 571. Used to be on 620. 571. Look, it is. See, Betty Crocker recipe, my mother says. Okay, then. We'll go get the Betty Crocker cookbook out. Hi, Tyler. Good morning. What year was that cookbook printed? I don't have a clue. Seems to be a high-traffic area. All these people. We're going to get this one. This is the one that my mother got when she was married for 1 year. We have groceries. Hi, Jordan. How's everything in Ireland? And Tyler, how's everything in Las Vegas? Okay, so the Joy of Cooking was created in, or this copy was printed in. Look at all these previous printings. So it was first printed in 1931. And this one was from 1971. Okay, so she says to look in this one. That wasn't a Viking, it was a hoser. What's a hoser, Daniel?
A hoser? I don't know what that is.
But you're not a Viking, you're a hoser. Okay. back to the cookbook. This is my mother's, Betty Crocker's cookbook. Hardly opens. It's been taped and retaped. It's the taped version. Otherwise, we would call it the pages. Chicken mushroom casserole, baked breads with yeast, banana cake, honey wheat bread. Boy, this was her book. She did love it. Pumpkin pie, walnut cake, shortcut Christmas cookies, peppermint crisps. Wow, I didn't even know about these things. Chocolate meringues, whole wheat bread, curry Bengal, pudding for Weight Watchers. She added all these pages in here. Aluminum bakes better. To Jane on our first anniversary, Jim. It was my dad to my mom. So, quick cranberry shake. Wow, I never looked at this book before. I read it in the front of the book that she sent me, The Joy of Cooking, and it said that it was her cooking Bible for the first year while she was married. That microwave doesn't seem to work as well. Cakes, frostings, cookies, desserts, eggs, meat and fish, pies, Aunt Laura's pie crust. Wow. This is a discovery of cool stuff. Blueberry pie. Betty Crocker's Do Something Cake. D-E-W or D, I don't know. She certainly wrote in the books. Okay, so we'll go to the beginning, I guess. Under breads, yeast breads. We'll look for Stolen. Doesn't seem to be in here. Donuts. I usually make donuts for New Year's. All right, it's not in there. So why did she say look over here? Come on, Mom. Breads. Lunch and a holiday bread. Stolen. 102. Okay, then. 102. This must be the one she liked the best. I never had this book until after she died. Hi, Jordan. All good, Nancy. How are you? Mom says hello and wishes you and Wilma Merry Christmas. God bless you both. Thank you. And Happy Christmas to you, too. Okay, so Stolen, an old German holiday bread, fruity and gay. Mary Madison Wilson, Mrs. Allen B. Wilson, when on our staff, used to make this for gifts at Christmas. Use a half of sweet dough or all of richer sweet dough, page 98. After second rising, turn dough onto lightly floured board and flatten. I'm used to the other recipe. All right, the picture is on 104. Here it is, the picture. Ah, yes, this looks like what she used to make with all these slices of almonds and things. Christmas breads from many lands. Now I have to figure out where that is. The sweet dough, page 98. 98. This is a very well used paper. Old. Okay, here we go. So, sweet dough, lukewarm milk, sugar, salt, yeast, 2 cakes, compressed yeast. We aren't going to do that. Eggs, soft shortening, gold medal flour. All right, well, I like my other recipe. What page was it on? It was not on 620. It was on 570. Okay, this is flour, yeast, milk, raisins, almond, candied fruit, sugar, butter, eggs, salt, grated lemon rind, brandy or rum, which I don't use, and then milk or lemon glaze. I think I'm going to use this one because, well, what's the difference? Okay, so 6 to 8 cups of flour. Doesn't say the flour. Oh, 7.5. And this has 1.5 to 2 cakes compressed yeast. This is 2. 1.5 cups of scalded water or scalded cooled milk. This has 2 cups of milk. This has half a pound of raisins. This doesn't talk about that. 1/3 of a cup of sugar. No, 3/4 of a cup. This is a half. This is 1.5 cups of butter. And this is half cup of soft shortening. 1.5 cups of butter in here. 3 eggs, and that's 2 eggs. So this one is there's more flour and less eggs. And there is, this doesn't ask for butter, it asks for shortening, and it's not much, 1/2 cup of shortening. And over here it's 1.5 cups of butter. I see, so this is going to be okay, this is going to be very rich, and this is not so rich. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, we'll stick with this book this time, just this once. All right, and we are going to get some pans. I'm going to make 2 of it. Okay, so we start with 2 cups of lukewarm milk. I'm going to use almond milk. All right, so we'll have to lukewarm it. So we'll take 4 cups of milk. Oh, I should start by washing my hands. Well, Chumbles, hello, hello. Nobody uses cookbooks anymore, so I feel very nostalgic that you were using one today. Wow. Yes, nostalgic. I use cookbooks all the time because then I get the same recipe. You ask the Google people. So we're going to make 4 cups of lukewarm milk. 1. Oh, I'm supposed to put this so you can see everything I do, right? I know, this is a real challenge, you know? 1, 2, 3, and not quite 4. We'll add a little water. Crash, boom, bang. Down goes the stuff. Okay. 4 cups of lukewarm water. I'll put it in the microwave to lukewarm it. Oh, your sausages are ready, Dan. Get down, get down, kitty, get down, kitty, get down. Go, 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 go. Okay. 1 minute. That ought to do it, right? Next, half a cup of sugar. So we're doubling it. So we need 1 cup of sugar. But we're going to put a half in each, right? So we'll just half a cup of sugar in there, and half a cup of sugar in that one. Okay. Now we need to add 2 teaspoons of salt. That means we need a teaspoon dish. Also known as 5 ml. Get off the counter. Get down. Get down. Get down. 2 teaspoons of sugar is a lot of, salt is a lot of salt. Is that what it wants? 2 teaspoons of salt. That's a lot of salt. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. And then we add 2 cakes of compressed yeast. Well, we have instant yeast in the freezer. Hey, Scott. Yeast. Ava cleaned out my fridge and she found it for me. Isn't that so cool? Okay, so usually in my way you just add this to the, we'll just do it their way. Mix together milk, sugar, and salt. So we have to add our milk to here, one to there, and one to there, one to there, one to there, and there. I hope that's right because it doesn't look right. Okay, whatever. So we have milk and sugar and salt. You know, if you put salt in, it inhibits the rising of the yeast, so you have to add more yeast. 2 cakes of yeast. Crumble into mixture. This is the kind you add to flour. But it's 2 cakes. A cake is a tablespoon. Okay, keep this in the freezer and it'll last for years and years and years. Just ask me how long it's been in there. Nice question. The answer is years and years and years. Now we'll use a little whisk. Whisk it up. And then we're going to let it get frothy. because that's the way they like it. A lot of sugar and salt in this with the yeast. Okay. Now, stir in 2 eggs. Stir until yeast is dissolved. Did the yeast all dissolve? Yes. We need an apron on. And it'll hold my hair out of my face too. I should go put a hair thing on. Okay. Stir in 2 eggs and 1/2 cup of soft shortening, which is butter in this case. Do we have butter in here? No, the butter is in the freezer. Would you like to come with me and find the butter in the freezer? We can do that. We can go together. See my new freezer lid? All right, here we go. So we're gonna use some 2 eggs and 1/2 cup of soft shortening. So 1/2 cup, we're gonna melt this because it's just too cold at the moment, being as how it was frozen and all. Okay, I'll put this in the bowl. Your sausages are still ready.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm getting distracted by work. I mean,
I have never let work distract me.
Not getting distracted by sausages.
You have to be careful not to let work distract you.
Yeah.
It'll just take over your life otherwise.
And what really matters.
That's right. We're softening our butter. We will add our eggs in the meantime. One, 2, oh no. All right, 4 eggs. Meow. Meow. Okay, now we will blend them up. Oh, you saw my egg cracking, eh? I mean, why get 2 hands dirty if you can only get 1 hand dirty? The thing about cookbooks is those are the tried and true recipes. If you just use the internet every time you want to make something, you'll probably get a different recipe every time. Stir in, okay, 1/2 cup of soft shortening. I need more room. Okay. Now, put you back in your high chair. And you can see this is the mess I'm making already. I'm so glad you're here because you know what? This is not high enough. Okay. There. Now we have to do this butter. We'll get a knife, a knife. We'll get a really sharp one. So we cut the butter in half because that's a cup. Oh, this is certainly not. Well, I guess it goes back in the microwave again. We just may melt it all the way. That butter doesn't taste very salted. Good thing we added so much salt. 2 teaspoons of salt. That's a lot of salt.
We need to make the cat house the perfect size so Jumbles can't fit inside it, but all the other cats can. It's funny because it will work.
You know, for Enna's desk, are you measuring the location to make sure it's going to fit in the exact location you want to put it?
I haven't figured it out yet. Not that far yet.
That's okay. And now after we do this, we need to put in 2 eggs, 1/2 cup of shortening, and then 7 to 7.5 cups of gold medal flour. We don't have gold medal flour in Canada, but we have regular flour, which is the same. Now we will cut this in half. All right. If you really want to have room temperature shortening, this is not the way you do it.
Cats really like their spot.
They
They're
do.
always there. And they probably appreciate having the cloth to sit on because it's like insulating their.
I've got fleece under it.
That's super nice to have. They don't have to freeze their legs.
No, and they love to sit in the sun. I'm not using the sharp side. So you needn't tell me that I'm doing it wrong. Okay. Why don't we just do this? There's the right way and the wrong way and Nancy's way. That's what my father always said. And how true it is. Should just put it back in the microwave again, shouldn't I? This is how you end up with very long videos, eh? Okay, well that was an effort in futility. Let's go and put this in the microwave, shall we? We're gonna melt the heck out of it. Hand soap does not melt butter as well as dish soap. Perfect opportunity to tidy up. So glad I have this opportunity. Now, isn't that better? Okay, and I'm going to do this too. I'm going to take this off of the other ones. Okay. There we go. mess, what a mess, what a mess. But it's my mess. And you can't create anything without making a mess. I just make bigger messes than most. Think of it as making mud pies. You know, there's a better way to do this. You submerge it in water. You fill up a cup with water and leave as much that you're going to measure from the top. Okay. Yes, we are ready. Ready, Freddy. Okay. Big mess. Next, we have the flour in 2 additions. I'm going to use my mixer to mix this stuff up. You know, I've been playing Minecraft lately, right? And filming it. And I'm getting so many beautiful comments. Oh, I love your world. Blah, blah, blah. You're very nice. Blah, blah, blah.
Rick is like, I was telling Rick about this new AI feature that I just found out about in my code editor. So it's like, it will automatically generate a commit message for your code changes. So like that will show up in like the commit to the repository, which is like your work you've done. So it like automatically puts the name for all the work you've done.
Oh, nice.
And just like checks the files and it's like, oh, this is the name, like
Nice.
the summary. So yeah, Rick is like, I sent him a screenshot of it and he's like, we're gonna get so fat and lazy.
Where's the other one? Here it is. Look at this, I got a new mixer and look at how skinny these are. Anything to save money. Good enough. Gets higher and higher. Okay. Now, flour. So how does it say? Add flour in 2 additions, using the amount necessary to make it easy to handle. Handle and knead the dough according to directions and pictures on 90. One for you and one for you. I'll mix it in. Sorry it's so loud. It's life, you know. Pretend you're right here. Think of how loud it is for me. Huh? 2. 2. With my Sahara bread book recipe, you always add it until it becomes a thick mud, and then you let it rise. But 3 for you and 3 for you. Okay, 3 cups of each. That's good. Now it's a thick, beatable mud. Okay, now what? Add flour in 2 additions using the amount necessary to make it easy to handle. Handle and knead dough according to the directions. After second rising, divide the dough for desired rolls and coffee cake. Okay, so so Anna is on her way. She's left Vietnam. She is en route. I like pushing the flour down into it. Seems to make it mix quickly. Okay, we'll add another one. So what's that, about 4.5? Doesn't work. Well, this is exhausting. With white flour, you add as much flour as it will take, like when you're making it in general. But with whole wheat, you still want it sticky. Not real sticky, but a bit sticky. I've never made this Christmas stollen recipe before. I guess you know that. it saying to do on this other page, page 90? When the dough begins to leave the sides of the bowl, turn it out into a lightly floured bowl to knead. And board. This is our lightly floured board. To knead, you bring it towards yourself and roll it out. You bring it towards yourself and roll it out, and then turn a quarter turn. And then you usually oil the bowl. Helps if you have more oil than that. And then you turn it over and you proof the oven. You start it and you just leave it on for a minute. This is a lot smaller than that one. I'm going to oil it. Okay, and then then we turn off the oven, and then you put them in. Oops. And then you leave them in there for how long? Let it rise in a warm draft-free spot, 80 to 100 and something minutes. So, okay, now we're gonna get all our fruit ready. Let's see what we're gonna use. Tell your son these are the memories he'll remember forever. Oh, hi Nancy, you're baking for us. Yummy. Hi Uma. Thank you, Nancy, for the beautiful prayer this morning. Thank you. You're busy creating yummies, hoping that means you're feeling better and less pain and suffering from the enchanted lands. Nancy in the kitchen. Willem is on the piano. No, it's not Willem, it's Dan. He's gone though.
I'm over here now.
Ha ha ha. But it was beautiful, I hear. Okay then. Let us see what we have here. Raisins and figs and dates. Okay. Dum da 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 dum. I think your cat litter needs emptying. Well, I know it does. Okay. Life is beautiful, isn't it? Okay. I love hanging out with you guys. They're so much fun. All right, so we're going to chop things up in the chopper upper. This is chopped up candy canes. We put it in a little too long. We'll put some dates in and we'll put some flour in with it. Okay then. La 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 la. La 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 la. Dates. Figs. Guess this needs a little more flour in it. Dates and figs and raisins. And then we'll add nuts. Almonds. Kind of too much. Those bullets really do grind things up well. Okay. Okay. Now, let's wash our hands. Okay, so now we have a few minutes to wait, but we have many things we can do in the meantime, don't we? Indeed. What would you like to have done in the meantime? Let's check on our stuff rising in there. Okay. I'm exhausted. Well, you know what I was thinking of doing? Really, what I want to do is make 2 more batches of this. So let me get another bag of flour out, make sure I have enough flour. Okay. But before we do that, we better feed the cats. Hi, kitties. Hi, Shadow. Hi, Shadow. Hey, Spot. How are you doing? Hey, Tabby. Hey, Mongo. Okay, let's get you some food. Hey, Chumbles. Mongo. Here, you want some water? Now it's thawed. Here you go. Now I'll go get you some food. No, you stay out. Out you go. Aren't they beautiful cats? Let Shadow come in here. Meow, kitty, kitty, kitty. Chumbles, kitty, kitty. Come on, Chumbles. Let Shadow come and eat.
Chumbles. Hi, Chumbles. He just plays with the little cats. I don't think he tries to actually fight them.
No. Tabby. It's okay, Spot. You want some too? Mongol. Chumbles, kitty, kitty. Come on, Chumbles, kitty, kitty. You want to come in? Come on, Chumbles. Batches, because one loaf will make 2 loaves, and I've got 5 kids, and they've got kids, or they've got husbands. Some of them. I think there's 1, 2, 3 with spouses that will be here. Anyway, I like to make lots of Christmas dough. Now, at this point, you know, when you're rising it, you could just put it in the freezer, and then it'll start rising as soon as it thaws. It's a little bit tricky because it thaws at different times on the inside and the outside, but it turns out fine. That's one thing you can do. My back hurts, though. I think I'm going to walk around the deck. I have to get my shoes back from my son. Hey, somebody wearing my shoes by any chance? I need some shoes. Is somebody wearing them? Oh, there. Okay. I'll just go look at the sunshine and the snow, and we'll get back to work. Oh, remember I was working on my loom? I've got got the first. I should have been here, and then I can work on it. All right, we're gonna do this. That is my teepee. Isn't that cool? The grass hut. I love it. It's got a door and everything. It's okay, it's okay, it's just me, it's okay. That's what I needed. Go for a little walk, stretch my body a bit. That tree is starting to look like a tree here, isn't it? There's a few there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna show you this. Isn't it adorable? Even have a window. It's iced in. What do you think? And then we have to step over the threshold. And in we go. Oh, this is the life. can see my work needs a little help there. And of course the door is not perfect. Oh well, but it's nice. It's very nice. And you can see out the window. I love it. Daniel thanked me this morning for continuing with my work on this place. All right, it's sunny outside. Let's go outside. I have to put this tarp over the top. It's partly over the top. Have to get some strings and tie it into place. It makes me very happy. I went to bed that night thinking and smiling about it. I think it's so cool to be able to do stuff like that. Isn't it adorable? Looks like a little dugout. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I just love it. Just love it. It's just perfect. Hey, Shadow. Hey, Spot. Hey, Tabby. I hear it blowing my tarp. Nice out in the sun, isn't it? Saddle, and this is Spot. You're not scared of me, are you, Spot? Thank goodness for that. Okay. All right. If we're doing this again, I'm putting this in the microwave. All right. There comes the worm. So we had COVID. I think I'm over it now. I don't know, maybe I'm not. I feel like I've got a cold. Maybe this is still COVID. is snowing again. All right. So I guess I need your little high chair again. Oops. All right. I'm gonna get a hair clip. Just a minute. Okay, so I'll get 2 more pans. Check this in the oven first. Oh, hasn't doubled yet. 2 more bowls. Okay. And now we'll start again. So we want 2 cups of lukewarm milk. We don't have warm milk anymore. Yes, we have. So where's the measuring cup? Where's the cup? All right, so they want 2 cups of this. One. One. Two. Okay. And then we add half a cup of sugar to each. Oops. Half a cup of sugar. Half a cup of sugar. Okay. And then we add 2 teaspoons of salt to each one. 1, 2, and then 2 cakes of compressed yeast. Which is the same as 2 tablespoons of yeast. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and then we'll whisk it around. Okay, and then we add 2 eggs and 1/2 cup of shortening. All right, and then 1/2 cup of shortening in each one. Okay. And then flour. Here's the cup. 1, 1, 2, 2. Oops. 3. Okay. I think your sausages may still be in the oven, in the
No,
mic.
no, no. I ate them.
Oh, well.
And then meatballs. Well, like any food, I guess.
Your dad has always had a midday nap.
Dad?
Mm-hmm.
That's how they do it in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
It's better, honestly. I think we just like our coffee too much. I usually don't take one, but when I do, I feel great. I think you ass.
When I take a nap, I feel so groggy for the rest of the day.
Maybe you nap for too long. You gotta like keep it like a short nap, not too long. I guess whatever, rest a bit. That's all.
Yesterday I napped for 3 hours.
That's like an entire sleep. That's not like a nap is like maximum 2 hours.
Oh, really? Takes me a while to fall
At least-
asleep, though, so.
I would say if I'm talking about a nap, it would be like less than like not actually falling asleep probably. Maybe a little bit.
Oh, so just lying down.
Yeah. Power nap. I don't know, because like you have like more mental energy when you're fresh in the morning. Your brain's not tired yet.
Mm-hmm. And your body, too.
And just lying down, I find it like rests my eyes a bit.
Mm.
My whole body, you know, it kind of gets tired of sitting.
Okay, now check what's in the oven. Now that's doubled. Okay, what does it say to do next? After second rising? No. I don't know what it wants me to do, but I'm going to do my way. So, I shall now add a bunch of nuts and stuff. Okay, then I need a tray. I wonder if I have a clean trays. Yes, I do. So then I take this and I divide it in half. Okay, so then you have to oil the pan. Put one on like that. Okay, put that one on there too. Okay, and that can sit and rise. And then this one. this tray, so I might as well use it like that. Okay, that can rise as well. And then those are rising. And then we're done for a while again. So we've got some Christmas stolen happening. Those two that are in the oven rising, and these two that are on the counter or on the table rising. I didn't talk much and tell you how I was doing it. You can do it any way you want. You can put the fruit and nuts on the table and roll them in, or you can flatten it out and put them on and then squish them in. Or you can just knead it and try and pick them up. I like to squish them in. I think it works better. 10 people here. Look at this, and 6 thumbs up. Is it 6 or 5? Okay. Now I have to wait a few minutes. You see? So these are going to rise. And the other ones are in the oven rising the first time. So I think I'm going to sit down and play my violin. So we have Christmas stuff. If I can do it well. It's hard on the body. What should we play? Sounds like I need some rosin. Good thing that pine tree had a lot of sap coming out of it. Okay. before I can actually play it. So the shepherds were in the fields watching their sheep, and an angel came down and said to them to go to see the baby in a manger. I bring you good tidings and great joy, which shall be to all people. And so they left their flocks, and they went to the stable in Bethlehem, and they found Jesus laying in a manger. Trying to remember the songs. Sorry about that. Said low power mode, but you missed all my mistakes. I wonder if our stuff is ready. Shall we go have a look? Our Christmas stolen. Okay. I shall check it out. Here, we can check this out first. Okay. So these two trays should be in the oven being warm, but let's see about these now. Oh, not ready. I'm gonna turn it on again. And then proof the oven is called. And I'll put these in the rise again. I've got the oven on just to warm a little bit. But you don't want anything in there at the same time, because you don't want to cook it. All right. Turn it off. Oh. And we have a low battery situation. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in the rise. I just put one in. Well, how shall I do this? I think I can only cook one at a time. So I may as well only have one rising there. And those two can keep rising. And when that's ready to be cooked, I'll take the other ones out. And then I'll put this in there. All right, well, there you have it. I'm not going to stay on here another hour. But I will show you what it's done later. I'll put it on as the main. Thank you for celebrating Christmas with me, or preparing for Christmas, making Christmas stolen. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.